Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today's video I'll be discussing to you about the RA 9184, or otherwise known as the Government Procurement Reform Act, and specifically I'll be talking about Article 6 and Article 7. Article 6 is about the preparation of the bidding documents. So, ang GPPB ay merong prescribed form and contents para sa bidding documents. The bidding documents shall be prepared by the procuring entity following the standard forms and manual prescribed by the GPPB. Ang ibig sabihin ng GPPB ay Government Procurement Policy Board. So, balikan muna natin ang definition ng procuring entity. Ang procuring entity daw ay refers to any branch, department, office, agency, or instrumentality of the government, including state universities and colleges, government-owned and or controlled corporations, government financial institutions, and local government units procuring goods, consulting services, and infrastructure projects. While on the other hand, the head of the procuring entity refers to the head of the agency or his duly authorized official for national government agencies, the governing board or its duly authorized official for government-owned and or controlled corporations, and local chief executive for local government units, provided that in the department, office, or agency where the procurement is decentralized, the head of each decentralized unit shall be considered as the head of procuring entity, subject to the definition and authority delegated by the head of the department, office, or agency. So the bidding document shall include the following. So there will be 10 items. So these are the following 10 items. Letter A, ABC, or the approved budget for the contract. B, instruction to bidders including criteria for eligibility, bid evaluation, and post-qualification, as well as the date, time, and place for the pre-bid conference, where, if this is applicable, submission of bids and opening of bids. Letter C, terms of reference. Letter D, eligibility requirements. Letter E, plans and technical specifications. Letter F, form of bid, price form and list of goods or bill of quantities. Letter G, delivery time or completion schedule. Letter H, form and amount of bid security. Letter I, form and amount of performance security and warranty. And lastly, the form of contract and general and special condition of contract. So the procuring entity may require additional document requirements or specifications necessary to complete the information required for the bidders to prepare and submit their respective bids. Article 7 ay tungkol sa invitation to bid. Pre-procurement conference. So bago ang issuance ng invitation to bid, ang BAC is mandated to hold a pre-procurement conference on each and every procurement, except those contract below a certain level or amount specified in the IRR. In this case, the holding of the same is optional. So, ang tanong dito ay bakit may pre-procurement conference pa talaga? Ito ay, the pre-procurement conference shall assess the readiness of the procurement in terms of confirming the certification of availability of funds, as well as reviewing all relevant documents and the draft invitation to bid, as well as consultants hired by the agency concerned and the representative of the end user. Pagkatapos ng pre-conference ay in-advertise nila invitation to bid for contracts. So pag-usapan natin ang advertising and contents of the invitation to bid. In line with the principle of transparency and competitiveness, all invitation to bid contract under competitive bidding shall be advertised by the procuring entity in such manner that for such length of time as may be necessary under the circumstances, in order to ensure the widest possible dissemination thereof, such as but not limited to posting in the procuring entity's premises, in newspapers or general circulation, the GEPS and the website of the procuring entity if available. The details and mechanics of implementation shall be provided in the IRR to be promulgated under this Act. The invitation to bid shall contain among others. So meron po tayong 8 items dito at ito ay ang mga sumusunod. Letter A, a brief description of the subject matter of the procurement. Letter B, a general statement of the criteria to be used by the procuring entity for the eligibility check. The shortlisting of prospective bidders in the case of procurement of consulting services, and the examination and evaluation of bids and post-qualification. Letter C, the date, time, and place of the deadlines for the submission of the receipt of the eligibility requirements, the pre-bid conference, if any, and submission of receipt of bids and opening of bids. Letter D, the approved budget for the contract to be bid. Letter E, the source of funds. Letter F, the period of availability of the bidding documents and the place where this may be secured. And letter G, the contract duration. And letter H, such other necessary information deemed relevant by the procuring entity.